Hello everyone, I'm Wang Zhijun from Research Center of ICT in Education, Jiangnan University in China. Um, this is me. My topic is a multi-level learning behavior analysis method in Connectivist learning context. Before my presentation, I would like to introduce myself and introduce my university first. I'm a associate professor from Jiangnan University, and actually from 2008, I started to learn about connectivism with my master supervisor, and my PhD dissertation is about CMOOC and connectivism. I finished this dissertation from Beijing Normal University and Athabasca University. Thanks George and Dons very much to help me get the chance to research about CMOOC, and I helped me to get my PhD dissertation. I'm quite interested in the connectivism and would like to join to the conference and to doing research with all of you in the future. Our university is Jiangnan University, which is located in the East China area, and it is also the most excellent university in China. You see, it belongs to the double first-class discipline university in China, which is initiated by our government from 2015. I would like to share my research with you from the following 5 aspects. You see, at the end, I would like to see what connectivism and the CMOOC happened in China. First, let's introduce the background. When I'm doing my PhD dissertation, I found that the classic research method, data analysis research method, actually is quite hard to use in the CMOOC, learning behavior analysis, because the connectivism, the learning goal of connectivism, learning object of connectivism is quite different with other learning theories. I think the most important two of them is about interaction and knowledge creation, and also the famous one, learning as network creation. So network creation is quite important. Today, the teaching and the learning ecosystem is being reconstructed and changed. However, our research on learning is a linear and simple method which ignores complex diversity and non-linear characteristics of education. So I'm thinking about we should build a data analysis method which match with the connectivism and didn't use the traditional one. So my point is, learning is a complex process, and connectivism is one of the theory focusing on the complex of learning, which is quite different with the traditional behavior, cognitive, or constructive learning theory. Only the data analysis method matched with the object of learning theory can we got a deep finding of learning. So my research objective is to propose a multi-level learning behavior analysis method that can match with the goals in connective learning to help researchers to analyze and evaluate the connective learning behavior deeply. When I'm doing my PhD dissertation, I found in the CCK and also the Change MOOC, there is lots of discussion about actor network theory and connectivism. So I spent some time to doing research about that, and I found that actor network theory actually is quite similar with the connectivism. Though it is a social theory and the connectivism is talking about learning. So, but the actor network theory is have developed for a long time. So actually a lot of insight can it give to connectivism and also give to the learning behavior analysis of connectivist learning. What I summarized it in one paper, which is published in Chinese, at the following six aspects. The first one is the principle of symmetry can guide the analysis of interaction. Tracking the network formed by the actors is the basic step of learning behavior analysis. It is important to find the obligatory points of a passenger in the formative of network and the knowledge flow. The spatiality and the temporality of the network should be analyzed. Both the relationship thinking and the process thinking should be integrated into the research of connectivism. And also the network action research can be taken in the research. And when I do in my PhD dissertation, I found that the connectivism, what stated in the connectivism is all right and quite impressive. But how to integrate the connectivism into the teaching practice or learning practice, I found it's a little bit difficult. So I try to build a framework from the interaction perspectives to help us to get to know what connectivism is. And so with the in spite of the interaction framework built by my supervisor in Beijing Normal University, Professor Chen Li, and I combined it with Connectivist learning contest to build the Connectivist interaction and engagement framework, which divided the interaction process into 4 levels: is operational interaction, wayfinding interaction, sense-making interaction, and the innovation interaction. Actually, this kind of interaction is from the cognitive engagement is from the surface to deep, and all of them are connected with each other together. And when I analyze the data in the Change 11 book, I build a coding book according to the 4 levels of interaction with the grounded theory method, which I will share with you later. And Jack Burson proposed a complex system conceptual framework of learning, which is quite impressive and treats the learning as a complex system with elements or agents at different levels, including neural, cognitive, interpersonal, and interpersonal culture, in which there are feedback interactions within the and across levels of system, so that collective properties arise from the behavior of the parts, often with properties that are not individually exhibited by those parts. You can see from the table here, the learning is combined with complex collective behavior in system and the behavior of individual agent in system. And there are 8 elements of the complex system, such as agent or element in system, self-organizer, system level, emergency, like that. And I found this can match with the connectivism quite well and also can inspire us how to do data analysis in connectivist learning context. Hopper built the trinity of methodological approach for the analysis of learning and the knowledge building community. When I found this approach, I'm quite impressive and excited because when I doing my PhD dissertation, I found we should build a systematic approach to analyze the data in connectivist learning context. However, I'm not for sure I'm just thinking about the four kind of network and the four kind of interaction. I'm not for sure it is quite enough or not. When I see this approach, I'm quite excited, and I found I can build the method with have a theory framework with a theory framework. You see here, I combined them together. We can analyze the connectivist with the learning behavior from network, content, and process perspectives with the guidance of these three theories. Just like the ACT network theory emphasizes the symmetry of the subject and the object. It is necessary to check the actor to find the obligatory point of passage in the network, to consider the temporary and the spatial characteristics and the relationship and the process of thinking in research. Actually, this can help us to find how to do the network analysis, content analysis, and the process analysis. And the CIE, also the CSCFL, also can give us some idea about how to do this kind of analysis. Just like the network analysis, Connectivism emphasizes learning as a connection between internal cognitive neural network, conceptual network, and the social network. So, the cognitive neural network, conceptual network, and the social network should be analyzed in the network analysis. And I found the connectivist learning is supported by various technologies. Actually, different technology they have different connect affordance. So the technology network is also important in the network analysis. This is a network map I built according to the Change 11 MOOC. When I doing the research, when I analyze the data from the Facebook group and also Twitter, and the blog, I found a different technology connected with different other technologies, and the people are living in the technology. So the technology network analysis is also important. And another one for the concept network analysis and the social network analysis actually is quite easy today. But however, for the cognitive neural network analysis, it's hard. It should be it is rely on the development of brain and neuroscience. But I found there is epistemic network analysis. Maybe today we can use this to analyze the instead the cognitive network analysis first. When the neuroscience is developed, we can do cognitive neural network analysis, and is also a very important research area. For the content analysis, this is the coding book I mentioned before. It's built with the grounded theory method from the Change 11 MOOC, and it is also published in the British Journal of Educational Technology. We can use this coding book to code the interaction transcript to evaluate the quality of interaction, and I think it is a qualitative analysis method. For the content analysis, we can also do some symmetric content analysis with the learning analytics method. Four types of network and 4 levels of interaction actually are interacted continually during the learning process. For the CMOOC or connectivist learning, the topic is always changed, and the new topic is generated, and the social network work is also generated in this process. So the evolution and the interaction process of the 4 kind of network and the 4 kind of interaction should be analyzed together. So I think the ideal solution is we have tools to support the collection and the real-time analysis of a variety of types of data mentioned above, but it is hard to do it today. However, we find some research is begin just like to connect the social network and the knowledge network together, and also just like the semantic content analysis with social network analyzed together. For the current solution, most solution is to do static analysis. And I think another one is we can select different time segments to analyze them first and then to combine them together to see how it is evolution and how it is changed during the whole learning process. Actually, in the connectivist learning, we have our own learning object, and we also interact with the participants in the community together. So the learning process is both individual and the collective learning process. And also according to the symmetric principle in ANG and the tracking of obligatory points of passages, and also the collective and individual behavior in CSCFL, the learning behavior in connectivist learning context should be analyzed from the collective and the individual perspectives. There is two pictures here. The first one, all of them is from one research in China from a learning cell platform, which is designed under the Connectivist with learning. You see here, this is from the overall course structure about the topic and the social network. And this one is from the individual perspective, how this how this person is connected with other people and also other knowledges. This is a collective and individual analysis of the learning process. So after that, I built the multi-level learning behavior analysis in Connectivist learning context as the following picture. We should analyze the network from the technology network, social network, concept network, and neural network. And we can analyze them to evaluate the interaction quality from the operational wayfinding, system-making, and the innovation interactions perspectively, and also combine them together. Another one is the evolution and interaction process is also quite important. Just like the concept, the new concept may be influence the social network, and the social network also maybe generate different concept. And for the different concept, the interaction levels can reach is also different. So we should combine them together to analyze them deeply. When I'm doing my PhD dissertation, I'm doing all this research by manual person, just coding by myself, and I hope in the future we can do it by machine, by technology. And all research should be done from the perspective of complex collective learning behavior in system and the perspective for learning behavior of individual in system. So the analysis of connectivist learning behavior should be conducted from the complex system with macroscopic analysis method to form a comprehensive understanding of this kind of learning. The Trinity multi-level analysis method of connectivist learning behavior was proposed in this research. The analysis is and I found that analysis depend on the development of other disciplines such as the brain science, cognitive science, and the learning analytical tools, which can connect and link the distributed data together, especially in the CMOOC, the data is distributed in different learning spaces and the technologies. The structure of them is quite of the data is quite different, and also other framework can also use to analyze, just like the very famous community of inquiry, the cognitive present, teacher present, and the social present can also use it to analyze the learning behavior data in connectivist learning, but I don't think it match with the learning object of connective vision so much. At the end, I would like to share with you the connectivism development in China. Here is a CMOOC we development around last year with Beijing Normal University with a group of teachers in of my PhD supervisor, Professor Chen Li, who is the vice president of Beijing Normal University now. The course is named Internet Plus Education, a dialogue among practice and theory. It is quite impressive. It's the first time for us to run a MOOC. It is quite impressive, and a lot of interesting happened in the course. We are very excited about the course, and this year, just like at the end of this month, we will run the second round, and we will redesign it and it now. Also, we designed the CMOOC log in the second round of our course. You see here, the 2O is connected together as an infinite symbol. It means that CMOOC with unlimited imagination and unlimited participations and unlimited future. And another one is a learning platform or learning community built by my PhD supervisor. It's called the Learning Share Knowledge Community. The idea of connectivism is combined with the learning resource design and the learning community design. And the Learning Share Knowledge Community design design with Connectivism got the Bronze Learning Impact Award in IMS Global Learning Consortium in 2014. And I think this is the two most important scholarship or research about connectivism in China. When I'm doing my research and also organize the CMOOC in China, I found that the CMOOC, the Connectivism, is quite powerful and with great insight about human learning in the digital age. But I found it's hard to understand by others, and CMOOC is also full of challenge for the participant. So my question is about how to make it easy to understand. Can we provide some scaffolding for the people to adopt it in their learning and teaching? Or can we doing a group of researchers with Connectivism to put it more easy for others to follow, to adopt it in their practice? And another one is there is a lot of practice in informal learning in China now, match with the idea of connectivism. That's why the CMOOC course in China is named Internet Plus Education, a dialogue between practice and the theory. There are lots of practice how the idea of connectivism, but they didn't think there is connectivism. So can we just make some worldwide award on this kind of practice to make connectivism to know more people accept it and to doing more practice on it. From 2008 to today, I follow the Connectivism for almost 11 years. During this process, I'm very excited and we are doing research on it for the following several years in this area. And I found that we are all connected. I hope I will get a chance to connect with you and do research on connectivism together. Though I'm not in the conference, go there to attend the conference today. But I hope I can do research with you and to looking forward to got the feedback about my presentation and join with the research of all of with you. Thank you very much.